Hi there, May Flaum here, and today I'm going to show you how I create my own mixed media embellishments using my scan and cut. So first of all, what I have here are a wide variety of materials ranging from cork paper, old dictionary paper, corrugated cardboard, specialty papers, wood grain papers, file folders, even some vellum. So any of these we can cut with the scan and cut. And what we're going to do today is first I'm going to show you what I'm going to use for my template within the machine. Then I'm going to show you assembling this as well as some other options for materials we can use to cut. Let's get started. The key to this is you're going to keep going in, and here I'm going to take this leaf right here. You're going to keep going in, and you can adjust what you would like to see. I'm going to make 6 of these. So you can continue to go in and create and adjust one item at a time. So, and like this one, it doesn't really matter which direction that I have the leaves. They're going to come out about the same. I can adjust if I want them to be a little differently placed. If I want to get really detailed, I can go in here and just really adjust exactly where I want it. And one surface at a time, one pattern at a time. I'm just working my way through. Here I have the corrugated cardboard. It's actually adhesive backed, so I didn't need to cut all the way through. Remember, you can always do test cuts to be certain. One item and one layer at a time. We want to keep these shapes very simple, and we just want to continue to cut our materials. Just as a quick note, so you can see all of these great shapes. These are all wonderful. I mean, absolutely wonderful, wonderful petal options for our flowers or for many, many things. I think people forget that the basics can be the absolute best place to find all kinds of really great patterns that'll work for not just flowers, but all kinds of building, whether it's stuffed animals and you're wanting different eyes and shapes. So many things, you guys. So I really encourage you to dig into those basic designs, find some good petals and shapes and things, and cut them out of all kinds of fun materials. I've got one more going here with some book paper, and then we'll get to assembling. In addition to cutting out different papers, we can also cut out various materials. So this is the Brother stamp material available for purchase, separate from the machine, of course. And what I have just cut out here is a flourish stamp. I just went in, you can do pretty much anything, and just went in the patterns in here, picked the flourish that I wanted, and sized it, said okay, and set and cut. You will want to use your deep blade. I had mine placed around between 5 and 6. Just to note, you'll want to do a test cut on yours. Of course, the age of your blade and other factors will play into exactly what the perfect depth is for you. But you can see there's a plastic coating here. With that off, my stamp is ready to work. I've also cut out, Brother sells a stencil material. So I also did, you can sort of see it there, an intricate floral design that's here on my CM650 machine, and I can't wait. So now I've got ways to use my scan and cut to decorate as well as build these flowers. I am definitely working on my messy desk for this. So a couple options I'm going to show you before I show you how to assemble your funky flowers. First of all, I've got acrylic paint here. I'm dabbing on to my stamp. And then what I am going to do is just stamp it on, and I'm not even going to worry about exact placement. What I'm going for here is a bit of color and texture. And I'm not even going to reapply the paint, because what I really want from this particular design, what I was hoping for, until you can see it's all off of the stamp now. So once it's all cleared off the stamp, I will reapply. Acrylic paint is my favorite because it adds a little bit of texture and fun, and you can play around with the positioning of the stamp if you'd like. You can get so many fun flourishes and swirls. And here's another one. So here is that stencil material. This is so much fun because you can use various pieces and aspects of this, whether you want to use the material itself, if you want to use it as a mask if you want to use parts as a stencil. There's different options depending on what you would like. For me, I'm going with more of a masked look. And here is a thick specialty paper that I've got that's all cut out, but everything I'm leaving right where it is, because watch this. What I can do is place my stencil down, and then once my stencil is placed down, I can come in here with any number of materials if I would like to spray. So let's start with some spray just for some fun color. I can come in here with some spray. I can come in with, say, a paintbrush and maybe some glaze or some gel medium. And look at this magic. Yay, I love it. So I spread this around, and because that is a sticky stencil, so it's got some stick to it, I don't have to mess around with holding it down into place or anything like that. I can just play. So some gel medium plus a little bit of spray color already on there, and it's like magic, one of my favorite things. I've got my corrugated cardboard here that was adhesive backed, as I showed you, and I'm actually going to use it in this way where I'm using it as the back. So I've got my petals here. Look how incredible the gel medium and the spray color turned out with that stencil. I love it. They're all different. So now this is the part that I love, is we're playing with mixed media. We're doing funky stuff, but in a very simple way. I'm making a very large flower to start with. I'll show you a couple of various sizes at the end of this video. So what I'm going to do here is just start layering. And actually, before I layer my next set, I'm just going to grab some hot glue and squeeze some hot glue down into the middle here, so that as I put my next layer in, they will be a little more reinforced here. It'll help hold everything down. I didn't want to put that first layer, I didn't want too much holding that layer down initially, but now we'll be okay to go. If you want to, for example, I want to tuck in a leaf here, hit it with some adhesive of your choice. I like hot glue for the project like this, but it's up to you. And tuck things in. Okay, so we've got a little leaf already going. And I've got different things. This was a file folder. Here's some of the ones that were old book paper. We can mix and match, and they don't all have to be the same either. We can just I can put one of this big book paper down in the middle. I'm just gonna put a nice big lump of hot glue there. I can just put one of these in the middle and then come over the top here with other little petals. We don't have to go with any particular rules, rhyme, reason, nothing. We can just have a whole lot of fun with this. And that is really my favorite thing about this project. And there's a lot of applications. In fact, now that I'm done talking with you, and I hope you have enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the Scan and Cut website and YouTube channel for even more ideas. But I'm going to show you just a few examples of, well, what in the world would you do with a great big giant flower such as this? What would you do with it next? Well, I'm going to show you some examples. You can top it off with embellishments and buttons if you want, or not. The possibilities are endless thanks to my Scan and Cut. I hope you've enjoyed my video.